I remember years ago, I want you to picture this. It's Thanksgiving, a big family dinner, special time, tons of gratitude, tons of abundance. And I'm having a conversation with someone at the table, and we don't share the same views or values on life, which is perfectly fine. It's Thanksgiving. This is the time to break down all those boundaries. But what he said to me was, Jared, you're just so damn unreasonable. And the reason he said that is I was talking about how when people yawn, there's something missing in their life. There's something missing, because if they were so jazzed up, regardless of the amount of sleep they had, they wouldn't be yawning. They'd be just driving and fueled by their adrenaline and their purpose and their mission. And I was speaking into this with a lot of passion, as I usually do, and he literally stopped me and said, you're just so damn unreasonable. Not everyone's like you. For you to have those expectations of others means that you're not relatable. And remember when he said this, I thought to myself, well, maybe he's right, but he's absolutely wrong. Because those standards, those unreasonable standards, are standards that I hold to myself. I personally don't care about anybody else around me. I don't care if the person at the end of the board table is yawning. I don't care if somebody else is scrolling through their phone instead of being present with their kids. I don't care if somebody else is hitting snooze and not getting to the gym. I don't care if someone's not putting in an extra rep when it comes to a sales call, or whatever that means for them. I hold myself to these unreasonable standards. And then for those that decide to enter my ecosystem, they're held to the same exact standards that I'm held to. And if anyone ever thinks that they're unreasonable, they should just check out. Because these are the standards of what it takes to move whatever that thing for you is forward. And for me, what I'm looking to move forward is unreasonable. I want to eliminate, completely eliminate suicidal thoughts, depression, addiction, divorce, addiction, from early stage failed entrepreneurship. That's freaking unreasonable. To think that a person can catalyze enough people to produce an outcome that's so seemingly impossible requires unreasonable standards. But those standards are first enforced upon me. When I'm with my kids, I'm present with my children. I'm not scrolling through the phone. I'm present with them. I don't miss the gym. I put in the extra rep. I will do whatever it takes, and I expect that those around me aren't yawning and they're doing the same thing. And this person at the table just couldn't relate. He didn't see it from my perspective, and that's cool. He's just not meant to be inside my orbit doing what I'm doing with me. And if this rubs you the wrong way, then figure out why. Maybe you know that you're not unreasonable enough with yourself. Maybe you know you're not unreasonable enough with the people around you. Because I want you to hear this. This is critical. I don't expect anyone to do anything that I myself would not do, ever. So if I have standards for those around me, those standards were first enforced with me. And I recently challenged my team to do something, and I think some of them think it's unreasonable. I'm literally challenged them to say, drop your title, drop your job description, and do whatever it freaking takes to move a handful of companies in a portfolio forward, period, point blank. And there are some people that are like, what? Like, that's not what I was hired to do. That just seems beyond what my skill set and my capacity. You're just being unreasonable. You should have enrolled me in the conversation before you decided to enforce this. No, I shouldn't. I've enforced it on myself. I would do every single thing that I expect you to do inside of those portfolio of companies. I would get on phone calls with individual end users and onboard them. I would do the customer support. I would go out and form joint venture relationships, schedule webinars, and then be the person on the webinar selling the solution for something that I'm not even uniquely qualified to do. So when I set what we call unreasonable expectations for those around me, it's because I have first stepped into them, I've proven they're reasonable, and now I'm enforcing them for everyone else. And I just want to make sure this lands for you, because it's not about me or my team or my mission. It's about you. And if you are falling short of whatever it is that you've committed to in this life, it's because you're too reasonable. You haven't set unreasonable standards for yourself yet. So as a byproduct, you're reasonable, you attract reasonable people, and you produce reasonable outcomes. But if you want to really move things forward, you first up the bar for yourself. You step into unreasonable, make that your norm. You then have those standards for those around you. The people that can't hang, it's okay. Eliminate those people. There's no space for them anyway. They're not adding, contributing, or multiplying your impact. And then those that rise up are rising up to a place of proving that unreasonable is the new reasonable.